Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about food. I've been promising you guys this video for the longest time. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to film it for you guys. Today we're going to talk about my 2-year-old toddler Riley. I'm going to show you guys everything that she eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, her snacks. And I'm also going to go into the pantry and show you guys some of the packaged foods that she likes. And then a little bit later in the video, I'm going to sit down and kind of chat with you guys about the whole picky eating situation, how challenging she's been, and some of the things that we've done to kind of get her to try new things and stuff like that. All right, so for those of you guys who are new here, this is little Riley. Riley just turned 2 in December, and she's getting ready to eat her breakfast. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Normally that's when she eats her breakfast. Goodie, what do you want to eat for Papa?
Strawberries.
Strawberries? So she's gonna have some fruit. Normally she'll have some fruit, but first she's gonna have her cereal. Her dad just made her cereal. So this is her oatmeal cereal that we still give her. Now she eats it really well with a spoon. So as long as she has her bib, she'll make a mess, but the mess will fall into her bib. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, with the cereal, we mix in some almond butter, and I'll show you guys what the cereal is right now. So this is the cereal that we use. We just get a little bit of this and a little bit of 2% milk, and we mix that together, and then whenever Joe makes it for her, he adds a little bit of ground cinnamon, and we also add a little bit of almond butter. This is the Greenwise almond butter from Publix. It's just really natural. It's just like the nut butter. And then on top of that, when we give her oatmeal cereal, we do add a little bit of the polyvisol. This is just a little vitamin supplement that we've been giving her for a long time. So that's kind of what gets mixed into the cereal. And this Happy Baby brand is what we've been using with her for over a year. I think ever since she started eating cereal, this is what we would give her. How's your cereal, Goodie?
Yummy.
We just mix it all together till it's about that consistency. She has loved to eat her cereal. That's one of the few things that she'll eat for breakfast. What are you doing? Joe is hiding behind me, making her laugh. What's Dada doing? Is he funny? What's he doing? So she's not eating cereal for breakfast. This is the other thing that we like to give her for breakfast. We like to give her yogurt. So these are the Stonyfield Organic Kids yogurts. We give her one of these plus the fruit that we're gonna give her, and we haven't given her her fruit yet normally because we like for her to eat her cereal first. So Riley's eating her cereal. We kind of graduated her to a bigger spoon so that she's learning how to eat with a spoon that's more adult-like. I'm gonna show you guys a couple other spoons that we like. So in here, these are probably the first ones that we use. These are the Ryan and Rose ones, and I'll link them down below for you guys. These are really great when she was first starting to eat stuff, especially for the spoon part. It's very squishy, just really easy to eat with. The fork part doesn't really pick up a lot of stuff, but I did like these for when she was eating yogurts or eating the cereal. I'm wearing Jackson, by the way. He's here in the carrier, so that's why you hear grunting in the background. And then let me see if I can grab the other one that I want to show you. So then this little set was great. This is a little set by Munchkin. These are smaller little utensils. There's the spoon, and then there's also the little fork, and these are great because it's just easier for them to handle since they're smaller. Have this little part that I think is just to help them hold it better. So this was a set that she used a lot, and she still uses them now. All right, so now Riley's gonna get her fruit. Every morning she gets a bowl of fruit. So these are chopped up strawberries, and then these are chopped up little mandarins. These are the mandarins that we get, the little cuties from the grocery store. These, so we just chop them up into little pieces. All right, Goldie. What is that? Orange apple and strawberries. We tell her that those are orange apples to get her to eat them. This is Riley's water cup, by the way. This is the one that she's done really well with, the 360-degree sip cups where they can drink from anywhere here. You guys are always asking me which sippy cup she uses, and she uses a whole bunch of different kinds. She'll drink out of a straw cup. She does these, and we try to give her some water with her breakfast every day. Hey Riley, can Mama have a strawberry? Can you share a strawberry? No? One for Mama? That would be negative. By the way, Riley's over there in her high chair, and she's watching a Disney parade over here on TV. So normally in the mornings we will put some kind of show for her to watch, and it just helps her eat her breakfast better. I know that there are plenty of people who are against TV during mealtime, and their reasoning is valid, I guess, but to each their own. We've always done TV when Riley's eating, and she's done fine with it. So for now, that's what's been working. So she didn't finish eating all of her fruit, but I didn't really want to push it since she had all of her cereal and there was like a lot of fruit in there. So instead of just throwing this away, we'll just put it back in the fridge and she can eat that later for a snack. All right, so it's 11:45 and usually around this time, like between her breakfast and her lunch, we offer Riley milk. So I was asking her a little while ago, I said, Riley, do you want some leche? And she said yes. So I'm gonna go prepare her just a cup of milk. We give her 2% milk and we've been giving her 2% milk for a while now. And she's always done really well with it. So this is just like her little snack in between her breakfast and her lunch. What are you doing? Here you go. Here's your leche. What do you say?
What am I gonna put?
You're welcome. All right, so I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna give Riley for the rest of the day, like for lunch or for dinner, but while I have a second, I'm gonna go through the fridge and the pantry and show you guys like a couple things that are like staples that we keep that Riley eats a ton of. So first of all, we always have bananas because Riley will eat a ton of bananas just like alongside her lunch or alongside her breakfast. She loves bananas. And then in here, I already showed you guys the yogurt. We always keep a bunch of fruits, so that we've got strawberries. She does like apple slices, so I just buy the ones that already come sliced up and then we'll like just chop them a little smaller. And then she loves raspberries, blueberries, grapes. Riley does really well with fruits, so she also eats those little mandarins that I showed you. And then this is something that we buy a ton of. These are the organic unsweetened applesauces, so that way they're a little healthier for her. They're not full of sugar, so these are the ones that I like to give her.
Oh,
Here you go. What do you say?
thank you, Mama.
All right, so she heard me talking about bananas, so she made me get her half a banana, so she's gonna eat that now. This girl loves bananas. She'll eat them whole like that. Like I can give her like half of one to hold in her hand, or I can like slice them up. She eats them both ways. All right, so going into the pantry, let's see what I can show you that she likes. So these are some of the biscuits that she eats. We'll give her these for breakfast. These are the Velveeta breakfast biscuits. They come in a pack of like 4. She already had one, or I ate one earlier today. But these are good. They just have a little bit of like protein in them since we struggle to get Riley to eat protein. These are some other like little granola bars that I keep in the pantry that I'll give her like as a snack sometimes, or just like with her lunch. These are also great for like just sticking in your diaper bag. Like if I have to take her to the doctor's office or something, I always need to have snacks handy. So I always have some kind of granola bar. These crackers Riley eats almost every single day, because you guys will see as the vlog progresses, like the only thing that she'll eat as far as like protein goes is like peanut butter. So at least for lunch or for dinner, at least once a day, she's getting these crackers with peanut butter or almond butter on them. So we always get those. And then I showed you guys already the Greenwise almond butter that we use with her oatmeal cereal. So we keep the almond butter and the Greenwise creamy peanut butter. It's the same concept, like really the only ingredients are the peanuts. So we like these the best as opposed to like giving her like the Jiffy. So we always keep these in the pantry. Riley also loves these Snap Tea Crisps. I think we have like a brand new one here. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen these at the grocery store, but she loves these. And they're just like a healthier like little chip option. So we always give her those like with her lunch. If we're not giving her these, she loves plantain chips for some reason. We give her like plantain chips, and these are lime. For some reason she likes these, but she'll also eat like the regular ones. She also likes pretzels, so we keep pretzels here, but we have to be careful with these because they're a little hard. So I always like to like at least break them in half so she's not sticking a whole pretzel in her mouth. This is something else that surprisingly she likes. They're these like little granola cups, and I just give her like 1 or 2 at a time, and I just split them in like quarters, and she eats these sometimes like as her lunch or as her dinner. This is something really good that I'm so happy she eats. So we found these like little containers of peas. This is the only vegetable that Riley will eat. Riley will only eat peas, and we used to buy them like in the jars, like in the cans, but recently we found these, and these are great because I can literally just pull out one of these, and then I drain the water, and then I just pour these on her plate. And then if for some reason she doesn't eat them all, like if I give her like half of this and then that's all that she eats, I put the rest in the fridge, and then the next meal, or the next time I want her to have peas, I can just give her them from there. We have been trying to give her the diced carrots, so that's why we bought the same thing, like these little packages of carrots, but so far she is not a fan of carrots. So down here I have some other things that she likes. I'm pretty sure I have shown you guys in my other like what my toddler eats in a day videos, but these waffles from Sprout she loves, and what I'll do is I'll put like some peanut butter on these and she'll eat them that way. They come like 5 of these in a pack, I think it's like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them. And this is what they look like. They're just like thin little waffles, and she really likes these. So then I have more of those Velveeta breakfast biscuits. I like to give her the golden oat ones instead of like the cinnamon ones, because the cinnamon ones just have like more sugar. These are the cinnamon brown sugar. So I tend to eat these more, and I will give her these. We tried these also recently, and she likes these. These are like the little Kashi Superfood bites, and they come with like a few packages. Again, look at these boxes. They're like super destroyed. But they come with little packages like this, and they're just like little bites, and sometimes I'll give her these like with her lunch or with her dinner. These I think are berry. Yeah, they have these that are berry, and then down here I have extra because they were like buy one get one free. But these are chocolate, so these are more of like a treat for her, whereas the berry ones I kind of give her more often like with her meals. Riley also loves raisins, so I'll buy these at Publix, the Greenwise dried berry blend, and these are like raisins plus like dried cherries and dried blueberries and stuff. She likes these. And then of course we have some baby Goldfish. These are just a treat for her. Like I don't give her these every single day, but like if we're going out somewhere and I need to like take her some snacks to keep her entertained, she loves her Goldfish. But I like the baby ones the best because they're tiny, so I don't have to like worry about her choking on these as much as like the regular ones. And then just a few more things. I do keep like some of these Sprout pouches. Riley does like these. I call them smoothies, so I'll be like, hey Riley, you want a little smoothie? And she'll eat these. I've tried to get away from the ones that have like the chicken and like the turkey and stuff, because for a long time that's all that she would eat. But now every once in a while I'll give her some that have at least some veggies, and like I'll give her some that have like quinoa and like just other things, so that at the very least she's getting some of her greens in. You see like this one says spinach, banana and apple, and this one is pear, kiwis and peas. So we're trying that approach to her eating situation, and I feel like that's pretty much the best that we can do as far as veggies are concerned. All right, so quickly before I forget, because I know that some of you will ask or suggest things or just ask like, why do you not give her this or why don't you give her that? These are things that Riley will not eat. So again, my toddler is very picky in terms of what she eats. She will not eat eggs. She will not eat bread. She will not eat toast. She will not eat like regular waffles or pancakes. She will not eat any kind of protein as far as like chicken or turkey or fish. She won't eat macaroni. She won't eat chicken nuggets. She won't eat any kind of pasta. I've tried the like chicken nuggets that are like dinosaur shapes and tried to like trick her that way. But as of right now, baby girl does not like any of that. So as you can imagine, it's made it very difficult to find some things that she likes. We've had to be kind of creative. We're still working on it. Every day is a struggle, but I know that eventually she'll get to the point where she'll eat a little bit more, but right now it's very limited as far as what she eats. So I'm gonna get her lunch prepared here soon, and then later on again I'll talk to you about the fact that I've been taking this like toddler like eating course, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the things that I've learned from the course and things that we've been implementing to try to get her to eat a few new things. All right, so it is lunchtime. Riley's gonna sit here like a nice little girl reading her book while I make her lunch. What book is that?
Animal.
Animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal.
Animals. All right, let me make you your papa. Alright, so this is what I'm going to give her for her lunch. These are some muffins. We made these muffins a couple days ago. They're actually protein blueberry muffins. I'll show you the mix in a second. So this actually isn't the exact mix that we used, but this is the mix that I like most. This one I make every once in a while. This is the Kodiak Cakes, their protein muffin mix. So again, we try to sneak in as much protein as we can, where we can, and she will eat muffins. So that's what I like to do every once in a while. This was like a Krusteaz brand. I think that's what it's called, but also protein. So it's very similar to these. And then this is applesauce, and we've got some peas. What do you think? We've got applesauce, peas, and muffins. All right, so she cannot eat that unless she has a bib. And one thing I like to do is I like to tell her what she has in front of her. So she's got applesauce, muffins, and peas. What do you say to mama? What do you say?
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. You want some awa?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we do muffins every once in a while. We've just found that it's one of the ways that we can sneak in like some protein or sneak in like an egg here and there. We've also made a couple different recipes. I will link each of them down below. There's this website called, I think it's Yummy Toddler Foods, and I've gotten 2 recipes from there for muffins. We made one time that was a spinach chocolate chip muffin, and she loved those, and she never knew that there was spinach inside. So that one I highly recommend. And we also made like a zucchini something else muffin. So again, check out those recipes down below. They're just quick, easy muffin little recipes that you can throw together. And then that's what we do with the muffins. Like we'll make them, and then sometimes depending on how many we make, first of all, we make them mini size for the most part. And then what we'll do is we'll freeze half of them. Usually it'll make like 24 muffins or like 12 muffins. I think 24 muffins, like mini muffins. And then we'll freeze half of them, and then we'll put the other ones like in the refrigerator. And then we can just pull them out and we slice them up. And these are great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And they have a little protein. And like the spinach ones have the veggies and stuff. So that's just like a little tip that I have for you guys if you're struggling to get your little ones to eat protein or to eat veggies. That's what we do here in the house. Okay, so Riley was giving me a hard time about eating her peas, but one of the things that we do when like she's giving us a hard time and doesn't really want to eat them is we kind of make it a game. Like her dad started doing like a little game with her, and what we do is we tell her like, all right, we're gonna eat our peas, how many peas do you want? And it kind of puts her in control of the situation, and she'll be like, okay, I want 3 peas, or I want 6 peas, and then we kind of pinch that many peas and we put them in her mouth. So Gordy, how many peas do you want? You're putting your spoon in your hair? She's putting applesauce in her hair, so that's how this lunch is going. Oh, okay. Okay, how many peas do you want? 3?
No, what are those?
Okay, we're gonna do 5. Okay, here you go.
Oh,
Okay, so that's good. All right, how many peas do you want? 4? How many?
5.
5? Okay, we'll do one more. 5. Here you go. Yummy.
I want to
3? 3 peas? Yeah? Okay, we'll do 3 peas. Obviously, if she asks for something like 12 peas, I'm not gonna give her 12 peas at one time, but we just kind of pretend, and I pretend that I'm giving her however many she's asking for. Yum, yum, yum. Are those peas yummy? Yeah? Look at her hair. Crazy hair. All right, so baby girl has completely eaten all of her food today. So she did really good. One of the things that she likes to do is just ask for more and more food, because after she eats her lunch, she takes a nap. So she tries to like stall and delay, and she just keeps asking for food because she doesn't want to go take a nap. All right, you're all done. Good job. So it's later in the day. Riley has been up from her nap for a little while, and all of a sudden she started to ask for papa. She was saying papa, papa, which is food in Spanish. So I asked her if she wanted a snack, and she said she wanted yogurt. So I'm gonna go make her a snack. Usually as soon as she wakes up from a nap, like shortly after her nap, we do give her a snack before dinner. Riley, are you ready for a snack?
I don't want a basketball.
Goodie.
A basketball.
A bouncy ball? All right, so this is...
How do we do?
Oh, I'm sorry, did I interrupt your song? So this is Riley's snack. We've got one of those Stonyfield organic yogurts, and then this is the leftover fruit she had from breakfast. So she's gonna sit here in her high chair. She can eat her snack. Nothing too crazy, since she'll probably eat dinner like around 6:30. Okay, it's 6:15. It's time to make Riley her dinner. So I've got the baby in the carrier, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what I can make her. so this is what I'm gonna attempt for her dinner tonight. We're gonna give her a little smoothie pouch, and then these are the crackers with peanut butter, and then these are like little apple slices. Stop pointing at her plate. Right, Koji? Here's your dinner. What do you say? You're welcome. Your bib, oh, it fell off? So you've got some crackers with peanut butter, and you have apples and a smoothie. You wanna open it? So it's the next day. I didn't get to finish the video yesterday, and I'm here with baby Jackson. He's sleeping inside of my Lullaby shirt. So I'm gonna be whispering, bear with me, but I want to wrap up this video by talking about just a couple of the things that we've been implementing with Riley. So before we moved out of my house and we started all this chaos of living with my parents and stuff, I had bought a course online. So there's a website called Feeding Littles. They're a great resource. They have an Instagram too. And I bought their online course because so many of you guys messaged me saying that there's a toddler eating course and that I should try it and take it and whatnot. I was pretty desperate to see what I could do to get Riley to try new foods, because that's her biggest thing. Like, not necessarily that she doesn't like how things taste, like once she tries them, but to get her to try new foods these days, like there's just no way of doing it. So I started the course. I honestly haven't finished because, you know, life and a newborn and all of that. But so far it's been a really great course. They have two different courses. They have the toddler course and they have a baby course. I do plan on purchasing the baby course once Jackson gets a little older, because I do think that I'm going to do a little bit more baby-led weaning with Jackson, because with Riley I didn't do any baby-led weaning, and I think we just stuck with purees way too long and she just kind of got used to that. So I hope to get back to taking the course and like finishing it here when I have like a second to breathe. But like overall, the biggest takeaway from that course is that their philosophy is that you as a parent, it's your job to provide food to your kid, and then it's your kids you know, role to decide what they actually want to eat. So they believe in you presenting your toddler with a bunch of different healthy food options, and then if they feel like trying it or if they feel like eating it, then they eat it, great. And if they don't want to, like, they don't have to. For me, when I was trying to get Riley to eat different things, I found myself really frustrated, and I would like make her food and she wouldn't touch it, and I would take it really personally, and I'd be like, no, like, you know, I'd try the tactics of, I'm gonna take the iPad away, or you're not gonna get off of your high chair until you try 3 Ps. And so I started getting into like that kind of an attitude with her. And you know, some people do that and that's great, and if it works for you, then you keep doing that. But I'm just telling you what the course, like what their philosophy is, and their philosophy is just that you give them foods, you give them a lot of different foods to try, and if they want to try it, great, and if they don't, you're not supposed to take it personally. You're just supposed to say, okay, that's fine. You're not even supposed to like coerce them and say, you know, like, okay, do like 1 polite bite, or, you know, have 1 pea and then that's it. You're really just supposed to make it a stress-free mealtime. A lot of what they say is that like the kids can feel that pressure, like when you're trying to get them to eat different things, and they don't like that pressure. So they believe in, again, you provide, they decide. That being said, they also like tell you that it can take up to like 50 times, I think, like something ridiculous, like 50 times of you showing them a new food before they're actually gonna try it. And so that was something that like with Riley, I got really lazy. And so like I'd go to the grocery store and I'd buy her a couple new things and I would put it on her plate, and when she wouldn't eat it, like that was it. Like I wouldn't try it again. I wouldn't try it again because I'm like, it's just gonna be a waste. It's gonna sit there, it's gonna go straight in the garbage. I know she's not gonna eat it. And so I think I just kind of got lazy, and I just ended up giving her like the same like 3 things over and over again, because those were the things that I knew for sure she would eat. So I know that, myself included, I need to do a better job of just going out and going to the grocery store and buying a bunch of different fruits, a bunch of different vegetables, and even if I'm like 99.9% positive that she's not gonna eat it, we need to like be putting it on her plate so she can at least see it. In the course, they also talk about like different things. Like I think one of the ladies that put together the course is like a food therapist, or I don't know exactly what their roles are. I think one is a food therapist, the other one is a nutritionist, but they're very knowledgeable. And like I said, they have an Instagram, which I highly recommend you guys go follow, and they have a website that I'm going to link down below, a bunch of free like blog posts and resources. Like even if you don't go and buy the course, you can check that out. They have like a lot of really good ideas and things that they'll tell you, like, okay, you should make mealtime very playful. So like if your kid isn't wanting to try different foods, they recommend you putting like fun utensils, and like, you know, like little utensils that are in the shapes of like animals and characters, and there's like little food pics that I'll link down below too. They're like little food pics that have like animals on them that some kids like. And then they also recommend like putting measuring cups. So that's something that I've done with Riley before, like those like little things of carrots that she won't eat. Sometimes when I give them to her, they're like chopped up little pieces of carrots, and I'll give her a measuring cup and I'll say, okay, well, like let's just practice putting the carrots into the measuring cup. And then it just becomes like a little game, and supposedly the more that you do that, the more comfortable they become with the food and the more likely they are to try it. Another big thing that they talk about in their course is that like you're trying to teach your child how to self-regulate. So let's say like I give Riley the crackers with almond butter, apple slices, and corn, which whatever, I know she's not gonna eat corn. If she eats the crackers and she eats the apples, and after she's done with that, she says, oh, I want more apples, I'm supposed to continue to give her apples until she no longer wants apples. And a lot of times I'll have to be like, okay girl, like you've already eaten like 3 freaking apples, like I can't give you more apples. Like that's what I want to say, because like that's what I'm thinking in my head. But according to the course, you're not supposed to do that. According to what they teach, you're supposed to let them have as much of whatever it is that they're asking for. As long as it's on the plate that you serve them, you should let them have as much as they want, so that they can learn like the signals of like their own body telling them that they're full or they're done or they're still hungry. That's just like another point that they teach. They definitely say that if you give them something, so if you give them a plate of things to eat for dinner and they don't touch anything, that you're not supposed to be like, okay, well, she didn't eat anything here. All right, well, what do you want me to make you? Do you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Like, you're not supposed to give them something else just because they didn't eat what you provided them. So there's a lot of great points that they make, and like the psychology behind all these points I think are valid. I honestly haven't like followed the course to a T. There are some times when I'll literally be begging Riley to eat one last piece, and I know that I'm not supposed to do that. I'm just supposed to say, okay, you're done with your piece, all right, to the end, goodbye. So for me personally, especially that I haven't been doing this as like hardcore as I wish I could be doing because of everything else going on, we've kind of been just kind of picking and choosing things from the course that we've learned. I know that one of the biggest things that we need to do is like once we get into our new house in Virginia, I very much plan on making it a point to sit down for our breakfast, our lunch, and our dinner like at a dinner table, and have Riley in the high chair but like next to us so that we can eat together, because right now we never eat together. Like right now Riley's always eating before us or after us, usually before us, just because like I'll make her her food, get her entertained, and then after that is when like we'll eat, because I don't know, for some reason we've just never been able to coordinate eating together as a family. And that's a big point that they make, that the more you eat in front of your kids and the more that you guys are like sharing that experience together, and the more that they see you enjoying foods, they'll enjoy foods, and like that's just never been something that we've done in our house. So I'm hoping that that'll be something different that we do when we move. But again, there's just a lot of things that I want to implement that I haven't had time. So once I start to do these a little bit more often, if I find things that work, I promise I will let you guys know. Definitely follow me on Instagram, because I tend to share like more like stuff like that real time on my stories, so you guys can be on the lookout for that there. But we have had some success here and there. Riley had never tried apple slices with peanut butter, and that's something that we got her to eat. I also eventually got to add like jelly on top of the almond butter crackers that I give her. So sometimes now I'll give her the crackers with peanut butter and jelly. And the first few times that I gave her that, like she wouldn't touch it, she wouldn't look at it. And the more that I put those things in front of her, she slowly started to decide, you know what, I'm kind of curious about it. And I have seen over the last couple weeks that she is more curious about things. Like if I'm eating something, she'll like look at my plate and I'll be like, you want one? And sometimes she'll try it and sometimes she won't. But I know that it's a process, and I know that I'm not the only one who's going through this with their toddler. Toddlers tend to be pickier, and there's a lot of people that'll tell you like their kid ate everything, like all the veggies, everything when they were younger, and then as soon as they hit like that 2-year-old mark, they stopped eating anything. Like now they only eat like 2 things. So I think it's pretty common, but obviously it's frustrating saying I do not want to feed my child crackers and peanut butter and almond butter for the rest of her life. So I'm hoping that I can finish that course and I can report back to you guys and let you guys know how it goes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that it gave you some ideas and just let you know where we are at with her current eating situation. If you have any other questions about anything that I showed you here or something that I didn't mention, let me know down below and I will do my best to answer that for you. So that's it. I know this video is super long, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.